If you are moving to Huntsville, Alabama, then you are not going to want to miss today's episode. Today, we're going to be focusing on Southeast Huntsville, Alabama, specifically the areas around Gates 3 and Gates 8 of Redstone Arsenal. The real raw driving footage, driving around, and answering those questions of what it is like to work, eat, sleep, play, and live in the Southeast Huntsville, Alabama area. Get on with the video. All right, so we are right here starting from, actually going over the bridge, coming from Lacey Spring onto 231. 231 is gonna be one of your major roads going into Huntsville and eventually becomes Memorial Parkway. Now right here, here in Alabama, they consider this a mountain. I know if you're from up north or anywhere that has real mountains, that is just a hill. But over here, they consider these little hills mountains. So just a little fact, because there's not that many mountains here, I guess. That's why they call it that. But what I really like about this area, it's really been growing a lot. But the pretty views, the hill, and the water features. Right over here we have the turnoff to Hobbs Island. I actually went here as part of a youth group when I was back in high school, and we went out on Hobbs Island on the water there, and we were on like a little boat out there and had a great time. So that's what I associate when I see Hobbs Island there. But there's a lot of great water features in this area. So if you are a water enthusiast, if you like skiing or boating or fishing, hey, there's lots of those options here, as you can see on the map. All right, Green Cove Road, this kind of area. What's cool nearby here is Green Mountain, which we'll talk about a little bit more later on. We just passed the Farley Elementary School. So what we are coming up here soon is going to be kind of the road that turns out from Gate 3. Cottages at Oak Grove Dairy. We're going to be going back there at the end of this video, and there's some great apartments over there that may be a good option for you if you're looking at renting before purchasing. So continuing on right up here, you've got a lot of different fast food options, pizza places. You have Aldi's right there nearby and Walmart's, and of course Chick-fil-A there. So this is kind of going to be the road that Gate 3 will feed out into, as you can see there. And this is where 231 gets considered Memorial Parkway. All right, there's been a whole lot of new housing developments going in on the left and right sides. And as you can see, there's still more construction going on. And it's been cool just since we moved here back in 2014, seeing all of the new subdivisions that have popped up and the new businesses coming to the area. I've got some information up on the screen, kind of giving you some ballpark ideas of what these houses that we're driving by in this area, kind of what their price ranges are over here, around mid 300,000s. Of course, this data is as filming in September 2023, going back 12 months. All right, and right up here we have Redstone Arsenal Gate 3. So that's going to be your turn if you are there working on Redstone and you're going out through Gate 3. And then we're going up this area here. What's really cool about this is you've got LG's Walk Greenway Trail, and then there's that park, which you would have seen on the map, that this kind of feeds in here. But you've got lots of great trails here, and you've got some ponds and some forested areas as well. One thing I'll say with the ponds, and we'll see it coming up here in just a moment, is if you had watched my video of 7 dangerous animals in Huntsville, Alabama, then you'll already know, but one of the dangerous animals that we have here is alligators. And when they talk about alligators being there on Redstone Arsenal, well, right up here, we have a sign, beware of alligators. So yes, they are here. You want to be careful in those bodies of water and be aware of your surroundings. But if you haven't watched that video and you're thinking of moving, I encourage you to go check that out. We got some more subdivisions going on up here. New construction has been slowing down a bit from where it was back in the heyday of 2020, 2021, and even 2022. So we're starting to see where new construction is starting to have some inventory built up, and they're offering some really great incentives. So that's why I'll be putting a lot of information of new construction on here, because sometimes that is easier when you're relocating to be able to just build new and go from there. And with the high interest rate environment we're in right now, a lot of these builders are offering some great incentives. Now that's an advantage. As our team here at Teamsless Realty, we do help whether it's new construction, resale, and we can sell the whole entire area. So If you're thinking of moving here, just give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email, however you want to get a hold of us. If you're military, I am a certified military relocation professional, and as a military brat, part of the military family, I know what that struggle is like moving, so I'm here to help answer any questions that you have. So this area up here, and we just passed Grisham High School a second ago while I was rambling, but this section right over here, this is cool because you've got some newer construction up at the front of the neighborhood, but then it backs up into more established areas. And so this is just kind of showing you some of the variety in housing that you have. It's not all new construction here in Huntsville. We do have older established areas as well. And there's multiple subdivisions here, and your price ranges will vary. But let me know what you think. Are you one who likes subdivisions, or are you looking at Alabama as being an area where you can finally stretch your wings some, get some acreage for yourself, and not just be on top of people all the time? So talking a little bit more about Grisham High School, that is a new high school that was built back in 2017. And I cannot believe it's been that long already, because I remember seeing the signs for announcing that they were building the high school back at Sam's Club, just I guess years ago now. And now it's already been 6 years. So, but that has about 2,000 students there. And I would encourage you to go and look up with any school that you may, if you're considering areas for school zone, go look at multiple resources and talk to school boards if you can to get information there. Now here is a big con about all the new construction. These dust clouds and the eyesores of those dirt fields and all of that. That unfortunately we just had cleaned the car, and that dust cloud, yeah, didn't stay clean for long. Over here, what's really nice about this area with South Gate 3 is you have Sam's Club right near Grisham High School, and then right near some, a variety of different subdivisions, so it's a nice convenient location. Are you a Sam's Club shopper, Costco shopper, or do you shop neither of them? I know at some points that we've actually had 2 memberships because each one just has something a little bit different with them. So yeah, we actually had to turn around from this part of the road earlier because it was backed up and we did not want to get in as much of a mess as we did. So this was a little bit worse earlier. I don't know what these are. I don't know if they're going to be new apartments or new condos. Again, there's been a lot of growth here. But over in this area, speaking of growth, when we first moved here, this area was so sad because it was just the staples and everything else here was dead. So it's so good to see that it's built up now. We've got Publix here, several restaurants, an urgent care, looks like an eye doctor. There's a lot of nice options here, and it's great to see because I was afraid this whole area was just going to go dead, or just basically staples being left. And whenever they built that overpass, it really hurt the traffic here. But it looks to be doing well now. Got a wing shop, rock and roll sushi. And then right across the street, you have your big box home improvement retailers, Lowe's, Home Depot. And then from here, we're actually gonna jump ahead over to Huntsville Botanical Gardens. Again, there were so many great attractions here in the area that couldn't get all of it into this one video, but we did pick a couple to be able to show you. Botanical Gardens, they were ranked number 6 as People's Choice, I believe, in USA Today. But these are beautiful. My wife and I, we have a yearly membership here, so we can go when we want. And we have not gone as often as we should have this year. I think it's the second time we've used the membership this year, but it is really a beautiful garden. They have a butterfly area that when you go in winter, there's no butterflies there, but there are butterflies we went this time. They had like a scarecrow walk, so all these different organizations sponsored a scarecrow, so it's really pretty. Definitely encourage you to check it out. All right, from here we're going across Weatherly Road, and we're going to show you kind of the other end of Southeast Huntsville. Just showing you, off the major highway of 231 and a little bit more quieter parts. There's Weatherly Elementary School, and then the Southeast Family YMCA is also right over there in that area. One thing I do like about Huntsville is there is a lot of organizations and activities that you can do to get involved and meet people. Really, it's been growing a lot. If you go on, what I would encourage, go on Huntsville, look at their Facebook page for things happening in Huntsville, Alabama, and you'll see just kind of the variety of all the activities going on. All right, so over here we have Willow Park. They have a tennis court, Aldridge Creek Greenway, words. But there are lots of trails, and both in the city, and then if you go out a little bit further as well. Green Mountain, that's gonna be up that way. A really pretty trail. I definitely encourage, if you're gonna be in the area, if you like the outdoors, go check that one out. There's a Publix nearby in this little area, so I don't know if there's Publix over by you. They're more of a southern thing, but they're kind of, I would say, in between a Kroger and a Whole Foods. But so home prices around this Bailey Cove range, they range from about 160 to 740. Your median is around 300s in that range. I think there's some new construction. I'll have the information up here on the screen, but the new construction here at Davidson, low 300s to mid 400s. So it kind of gives you an idea if that's what new construction is, kind of where resale homes will be there in that area. But just to give you some context over here. And then again, a lot more parks over here. So I do really like that. Lots of places that you can go and enjoy all over the city. And then recently, we didn't show it, but Huntsville just opened a new skate park. All right, so here we're going to be looking at this little subdivision here. It's been finished out already, but there was a client, they didn't purchase here, but when they're looking, and that's okay. Sometimes when you're looking at relocation, you end up going somewhere else or you don't get the job transfer. Hey, we get it, it's all part of it. But they had been looking over here at this area, so I wanted to showcase it to you. It's all finished out, but what's cool with these is, and a lot of this newer subdivisions now will have different amenities, like different trails that you can go on. Like right here is a private access trail that you just saw. And this one had water features. Some of them, the houses, you could overlook the water. So that's really nice. With all the builders and all the different amenities, there's a lot of options when it comes to making sure you're getting good bang for your buck. So next up, let's see. Indian Ridge. These are going to be the most expensive homes we're going to be showing you today. These homes are ballparking over the last year. They've been selling between the $800,000 and the $1 million plus range. And as you can see, these are massive homes. Now, what do you get for $1 million in your area? Is this, if you're coming from California, you probably don't get very much, but this is kind of gives you an idea of what those $1 million homes look like, $800,000. That price point we do not move as much of over here, as that is a little bit high for this area. And over here we've got Matrix Builders. They do custom homes, so it looks like you can get your lots here and then make your custom build from there. So just thought this area is pretty cool and to showcase that. Gosh, that is huge. And again, as you're dealing with new construction areas, cons, you have those eyesores, you have all our clay overturned, and your car still may stay dirty. So what else is around this area that we didn't get to showcase? There's the Space and Rocket Center. That is a must-see attraction if you're going to be here in the area. And Stove House and Campus 805. So Stove House has a bunch of really cool restaurants. It's again nearby, but we couldn't fit everything in due to time constraints. And then Campus 805, they have a bunch of different breweries and microbreweries. If you like microbreweries and beer, you're gonna want to check that one out. Over there we had Edgar's Bakery, their popular bakery shop here. Drake Avenue, and it's got two little turnoffs for Drake. And as you can see on the map, there's just a lot of different businesses here on the side. And what is in Huntsville is you have the Memorial Parkway here, and then there'll be these little shopping centers there that you might have a group that meets at one of them. You may find a new favorite place, just a random place off one of these roads. Over here is the Parkway Mall. They have Dillard's, Carrabba's, Belk. And then Governor's Drive are coming up on, this is important because this will be one of your main turnoffs to get into the medical district. Whole Foods right there. This whole shopping center is relatively new as well. And then just a bunch of, just more and more restaurants are popping up. So it is good that we are seeing improvement there. It's not as, still Huntsville is, the whole metro area is like 500,000, about that range population. This isn't a 1-2 million population metro area, so it is less if you don't have as many options as you would in a bigger city, obviously. But it has been improving, especially since we've been here. All right, so from here, what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be going from Governor's and showing you Low Mill. That's really a big artsy area. It's cool because it's like this old factory that they have repurposed, and you have all kinds of different local vendors there that have their different arts studios. They'll have different events there, like concerts on the dock. I used to, they don't meet there anymore, but used to do swing dancing here at Low Mill. But they just have all kinds of different studios. And so if you have that artistic bug in you, you're gonna wanna go check this place out. They also have a really good Pizel's. Their chocolate shop is so good. It's funny because I was in Belgium and I tried one of their, they're famous for their chocolates, and maybe I didn't go to the right one, but I was not as impressed with their chocolate stores as I am with the Pizel's here. Maybe it's just US bias, I don't know. Over here, we're jumping back over, showing you Braham Spring Park. So this is coming out, we're jumping a little bit, but this is coming out from Gate 3. No, Gate 8. Drake Avenue, yep. So we're headed over towards Gate 8. Passing by the Huntsville Aquatic Center. As you can see on the map, there's a lot of activities. Let's see, yeah, to the right here on Triana is the Merrimack's soccer complex. And then here, those brown signs, street signs, they're gonna indicate historic areas. And then this area, prices range. But over here, we've got Gate 8. This is the one that comes out onto Drake Avenue. So for those of you working on Redstone or commuting to Redstone, that's what that'll look like. And over here is the Metro Kiwanis Sports Complex. Honestly, I have not really come here very much. I'm not entirely sure what all they have going on here, but it looks like a pretty big park, so I'd imagine they have quite a few things happening. I was not born and raised here. I lived here my whole life like you. I'm outsider, relocated here as part of a military family, and spent a good bit of my time in the Decatur area, but spent some time in Huntsville as well, so. Sometimes I feel that helps when you're relocating and you're working with people who are like you. They're outsiders. They know, what it's like not growing up here. I can kind of empathize with you in that regard. All right, so from here, we're coming out. We're coming out from Drake Avenue, and you've got Academy, City Diner Cafe, which is a really great restaurant. They have so many items on their menu. It's crazy. You can basically get anything you want there. And over here around this area, you have Rocket City HEMA. It's a really cool group. It's a sword fighting group, and I don't know, a lot of people there. It's funny. A lot of people there are engineers, and they like to sword fight. So Huntsville has a bit of a geek culture, which I appreciate. All right, so here we are at the Dairy Subdivision, another one by Hayes Farms. And they are homes around here ranging from the high 200s to the high 400s. Of course, it all depends on how many upgrades that you put into the homes. But this area looks quite nice. I'm getting some good size homes. And then what's kind of cool here at the end of it, there's some apartments. So, you know, sometimes maybe you're not ready to purchase right away when you're relocating here, and so being able to have an option to be able to rent for a little while and then kind of learn the area as you live here before you purchase. Hey, I get it. That makes a lot of sense. Sometimes you can't do it. For our family, we moved, we had alpaca and farm animals, dogs, cats, so we had to have a house, so we had to purchase. And plus we had a lot of stuff. But this area is nice. I do like how peaceful it looks, you know, seeing the rolling hills out there. And it is a little bit further out from the main hub of the city. Here's the cottages at Oak Grove, this is what I was talking about earlier. That they look like apartments you can rent. And on that note, there has been a lot of apartment complexes being built in Huntsville, so there shouldn't be any trouble for you finding someplace to rent temporarily until you know, if you're waiting before you buy. Now from here, for all of you that stay to the end, I'm gonna show you a little bit of a bonus. We're gonna head out, this is gonna be about 20 minutes from Redstone Arsenal, but I wanna show you this Piper and Leaf shop. It's really cool. They have, on their Makers Market days, they have baby goats there, which is awesome. So there's 2 Piper and Leafs here in the area, one here and then one over at Little Mill. But this is a lot of fun. Unfortunately, we came, they were still setting up, so we weren't able to see any baby goats this day, but I have a couple of pictures on the inside as well. It's a really nice shop, friendly staff. So just a little bonus, something just a little bit outside the area for those of you who stay till the end. Hope that you enjoyed this video. If there's other areas you want to see in the future, just let me know. Till next time, take care.